Roselle and Tim Graham, Collusion, How the Media Stole the 2012 Election and How to Stop Them from Doing It in 2016. Available in hardcover. A must-read for every true conservative. Order your copy now at MediaCollusion.com.
First of all, tell us a little bit about what the theme of this rally is, because there was a big rally on the Mall a couple weeks ago that was focused somewhat on immigration. What's the difference between that one and this one?
Well, this rally is about preserving jobs for Americans and legal immigrants. It's no amnesty. It says it opposes the Senate's Gang of Eight bill. It opposes the citizenship, the legalization, which clearly turns into citizenship. And it says let's have America built by Americans, and let's have an immigration policy that's controlled by Americans. We're pro-legal immigration, but we need a policy that's controlled by Americans.
There were a lot of senators on the Republican side of the aisle a couple weeks ago that actually voted in favor of the Gang of Eight's plan. Why do you think they did that? Can you pinpoint the reasoning behind their votes in favor of this bill?
I actually don't think so. I looked at the numbers, and 70% of the Senate Republicans voted against the Gang of Eight bill. So those other folks would be the 30% of Senate Republicans that voted yes on it. Some of them were brought over by the Corker Amendment, which I'm convinced that some of those that voted for it didn't read it. Maybe even all of them didn't read it. And so whatever their reason was, there was a lot of pressure in the Senate to do that. As near as I can understand, there isn't more than a handful of House Republicans that would support the Senate Gang of Eight bill.
You're a big free market guy, and you're a big free market supply side conservative. You're in favor of low taxes. A lot of people and a lot of Republicans actually make the argument that illegal immigration is cheap labor for business. It is eventually leads to lower prices for consumers. Isn't that a good argument in favor of having the cheap labor come in, whether it's illegal or not?
If this were not a cradle-to-grave welfare state, then that argument could start to get a little bit of traction. But we're living in a cradle-to-grave welfare state. And so when that happens, what we're doing is we're borrowing money from China to pay people not to work, to be part of the 80 different means-tested federal welfare programs that we have. Once you pay people not to, and other folks can't make the kind of living in their country as they can in America, they come in and take those jobs, depress the wages. Some of the people that are on welfare today would be working instead. Our highest unemployment rates that we have are in the lowest skilled jobs that are filled the most by illegal aliens. So no, I don't think there's an economic equation that upholds that. And the people who are just simply calculating, they're saying our economics says that the GDP will increase with more illegal labor, legalized or not legalized. I would argue that anybody that comes into this country, legally or illegally, does 1 hour's work, they've contributed to the GDP. That doesn't mean that they're a net contributor to our economy. I want net contributors to our economy.